All right, this is how you unpack and assemble a Digistop system from Accurate Technology. You're going to get the back fence rail, the Digistop stop block, the encoder, readout, hardware kit, and you're going to need a Phillips head screwdriver in order to get this fully assembled. You're going to start with the stop block. The guide clip's going to be at an angle like this. You're going to need to loosen these bolts and tighten it down so it's facing straight down, and then go ahead and slide it onto your system. So I've got it, the guide clip attached now. You're going to want to make sure that this is nice and loose. Go ahead, give it a turn to the left or counterclockwise if it's not. And you're going to aim to get this steel T-nut in the groove here that's opposite of the scale, because obviously you're not going to be able to get it into this one. So this is what you're aiming for, and this is what it's going to look like. So the stop block's on the side without the scale. And then you can go ahead and lock this down if you want, but how you're going to attach it to your table, so you're going to get these bolts. I'm going to show you off the edge of the table here. The head of the bolt gets trapped in the bottom of the fence here, so you basically just need to line up your fence, mark some holes, and drill some through holes for these bolts to go all the way through your table material, and then you're going to be able to put a washer and a nut onto the bottom and tighten it down. So after you've gotten this fully assembled and bolted on, you can put the encoder on. You're going to want to make sure that the encoder wire is going down to the table, and you're going to just slide it in just like that. And you're going to keep sliding it until it hits the guide clip. Then you're going to lift the guide clip up this direction. You're going to pull it up a little, and you can kind of feel it seat under that guide clip. This black piece is what I'm talking about. And you're going to go ahead and put this readout on. So it's got two holes right there. You're going to take these two bolts off so it bolts on just like that. And then you're going to go ahead and plug the cable into this 6-pin port that looks just like a phone jack or an Ethernet cord into there. And then once you unlock it and move it, you'll be able to see that the readout turns on. And then after that, finish up by putting your end cap on. So whichever side, let's say this is the saw side, you can put your end cap over here, or if this is where your saw blade or machinery is, you can put the cap on the exposed side. After that's all installed, you're going to need to find a 0 point. So you can either take a tear cut, so basically lock the stop down somewhere, put a piece of material, take a cut, measure it with your best instrument, and then use the plus and minus keys on the readout to change that measurement to match the measurement you just cut. So you're at your 0 point, or you've teared out the system, and you're ready to go. Basically, go ahead and unlock it, move it to whatever position, and it'll tell you the value, and there you go.